says she found out that she had twins.
That's right. He did.
And it was time for her to give birth. That the midwife. And boy, next time I come back, I'm going to deal with that midwife.
Deal with it. Please.
Because the midwife is the one that helps you get what's in you out. The midwife helps you push when you don't feel like pushing. It's the midwife that encourages you when you feel like different, but ain't what I'm talking about right now. But the midwife was in position.
Come on. Come on, position yourself, man, God.
Set it up.
And while the midwife was in position, while Tamar was in pain.
All right.
So now she got herself surrounded around folk who understand her pain, that want to push her to her purpose. Bible says that one baby
One baby.
reached out his hands. And when the baby reached out his hand, that the midwife tied a red thread around the hand and said, this one came out first. Lifted up his hands. It's about everything that they was dealing with on the inside. I found a way just to lift my hands. I wish I had an old mother that was witness here. They used to say, if I can't say a word, I just wave my hand. And when the baby began to raise his hands, they put a red thread around the hand and said, this came out first. Because now when they put the scarlet thread on it, that represented the covenant.
Yes, the blood.
Because the covenant always remains with the firstborn. It identified who came out first. It identified who was supposed to get the promise. It identified who got the inheritance. Look at your hands. And what do you see? I see promise. I see prosperity. I see an inheritance. I see greater. Say this came out first. But watch this. This is the part that puzzles me. The Bible said that he put out his hand, but then he drew it back. And if you that far out, why not come out all the way? What would make you go back inside when you was that close to coming out?
Oh my God. Yes.
I've been in the same place for 9 months.
Wow.
And I finally see my opening.
Oh my God.
And I reach forth for it. God connects with me in the spirit, makes a covenant with me, but I draw back. But the Bible says, but when he came back, then his brother came out. Because I found out that some folks can't come out until you come out. Some folks just waiting on you to come out so they can come out. Some folks want to give up smoking, but they waiting for you to give up smoking. Some folks want to give up sinning, but they waiting for you to go there and come back and bring me out. But Bishop, this right here is what puzzles me. Bible said that when he drew back his hand, right? I'm in the book, right? That his brother came out. And according to King James, the midwife made this statement over the second child.
Right.
This breach be upon you. So I started doing the studying, on this word preach.
Come on.
And I found out, I ain't no doctor, I ain't never been to medical school. But according to the research I found out,
Do you?
when a baby is born preach, it's coming out feet first.